and the morality of your country, if you were talking to the people about that, you need to be present. I want you to understand what we're facing right now. Okay? Because this is not a question of policy. This is a question of morality. The thing is, you can always make a good reason to do an immoral thing. You can always come up with a technical, financial, or other reason why doing something horrific makes sense because it accomplishes some other goal. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Not that long ago, there was this group of girls in Nigeria who were kidnapped. And they were kidnapped by this group that had a particular purpose. It was called Boko Haram. And this group decided that the way that the parents in Nigeria were going the wrong way by educating their little girls. They did not want girls educated. They didn't want anybody to take on Western values. They felt that the Quran blessed them and authorized them to take any action necessary to drive an agenda they believed was worthy. And the way they chose to do this was to kidnap these young girls and take them into the jungle. Rape them, assault them, perhaps murder them. We haven't gotten them all back, so we don't know what has happened to them all. But the theory behind this was very simple. We don't like what you're doing, so what we're going to do is terrorize your children to stop you from doing it. Because there's really nothing that's more of a deterrent than terrorizing your children, taking from you that which you value above all things. And so the theory was, we take these 20 or 200 or however many girls, the rest of the parents will now be so afraid that they won't educate their daughters. They won't do what we don't want them to do. That was the theory. Raise your hand if you were in this country when we called that out as monstrous. It was monstrous. The entire globe shuddered in horror. The underlying principle being, there is never a good reason to harm children, period. Ever. Ever. I don't give a damn what your plan, purpose, or policy is. What you are trying to accomplish. You sell your soul to the devil when you harm children to get it. And let us not get twisted about this. Taking a toddler from his mother or his father is torturing that child. It is torturing that child. I remember the first time I lost Mom in the supermarket. I was in hysterics. I was crying and shaking and so terrified because there's nothing that stabilizes a child more than the presence of their parent. Now understand, these kids have already been through some shit, and I use that word specifically. They've already been through something. They made it from Honduras across an entire continent to get here. And it's not like that was easy, yo. They put so much at risk dealing with coyotes, dealing with thugs and thieves, traveling at night, having no assurance that they were going to get there safely. They come to our borders. It's not like they creeped over in the middle of the night. They presented themselves to border agents, thinking that those agents who are acting on behalf of the United States would have grounded within them the values of the United States. Little did they know